shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
You're in for murder, extortion, and kidnapping.
Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless.
Hey guys, we're going to give a tour of this 1984 Knight Rider KITT Knight Industries 2000s car. These are a lot of features. I hope I don't miss anything, but here we go. This is a cover that was custom made for this gull wing steering wheel. It also has this lights up. This is the phone I put here, obviously, to run the sound. And to start, we do many car shows here, so everything's separated on separate buttons. This one here is for the radio. This allows you to put the radios on for a car show while everything else is on or off. This is for the front scanner, its own power. This is for the cockpit, which allows you to turn KITT's entire dashboard on. Which is pretty cool. This is a working monitor, which works along with the DVD player, which powers up over here. This is a GPS, Knight Rider GPS.
Joe, tell me where I can take us.
And that's workable as well. Coming back over here, this is a police sound system. It's got some neat features. You can talk into the little intercom itself. We put extra gauges in so you can keep an eye on your battery charging over here, and water temperature is important, so that is nice to have. And this center console is mostly functionable. You have your power window switches, which both work here. These are set up, so you can press these if you want for car shows. What's nice, again, about having this here is this car was set up and designed for car shows, so you could not run the car's engine, but you can run all the features and components so it wouldn't drain the batteries, which are all here, which is nice. The DVD player obviously runs the screen, so you can use any DVD you want. We put the Knight Rider DVD series in there, so that is all set to go. Coming up to the top here, there's a remote which you can carry with you for car shows to allow you to hit the license plate, which you will see in another video, that it'll flip for you, which is very simple to use. You can keep that in your pocket. The other one runs the scanner, which has a speaker, which that's KITT's red scanner up front, which is on a remote. And then you also have a oxygen vent modulator, which is just a touch of a button. You have door poppers for each door that will open the doors. Then you have oil slick, which you just hold down, and you actually have black dyed water coming out of a spray that looks like oil slick. Pretty cool. The other button here is the fog light, which puts the almost series correct fog lamps up front of the car, and the tire button, which we made set up for bleach, which we've never used, but we set it up to put bleach over the tires if you want to do a massive smoke show at a big car event and win it and take the prize like KITT usually does. These other little rocker switches are really for display only, which are really cool. So those don't have any functions at all. And then up front here, again, is just for display only. And this holds your two remote controls just to keep them out of the way so you don't lose them. And this is your factory dome light. One thing that is also unique is we put a computer printout. Obviously it's for display only, but when you turn on the main power for the dash, that kicks on. So again, for car shows, that's a very unique feature that most Knight Rider cars do not have. So it's pretty cool. This is a Series 1 and 2 dashboard, which again is pretty cool. Most of it's LED just for display only, but I'll tell you, we've tied it in so the oil pressure works, the speedo works, RPM works, so it is functional. The miles on the unit itself, it's zeroed out, so the miles will be accurate to the restoration of it. Other than that, it's a nice unit. This has two sound systems, one that runs sound inside the car when you're driving it, or for shows. KITT has different terms that we took off of the series that it'll keep talking inside during shows, which is really cool on the front radio. Then the radio underneath the car, the sound system that has an amp, you could play the radio in there as well, but we use it for the theme song of Knight Rider, which is really nice during car shows. Also in there's a button for the fog machine that turns on the power inverter, which runs the fog machine in the back, so you're able to use fog for different car events or whatever you want to do. Also, the surveillance mode is for the scanner. You can adjust the speed of KITT's heart beating up front. It's fast or slow just by turning the little dial there. So that's a nice little feature as well. This unit here is for the fog machine. It's a nice unit, guys. You can hold it in your hand next to your seat where nobody sees it. So if you go to shows, you're driving to a parade, and you want to put fog out the back, just like the series, you're able to do that with this remote. As you guys probably noticed too, this has got beautiful custom upholstered PMD seats from a 1982 Trans Am that we put in here. And this is actually the Pirella fabric that they used in the factory 1982 Trans Ams, which is very unique. There's not too many Knight Rider replicas that have this fabric. It is a nice fabric and it matches just like the series as well. One other thing I want to note is that this interior is factory. It came from the factory with the tan interior, so nothing's painted, nothing's just botched. It's clean, it's factory. What we did change is a brand new carpet. Obviously that fades over time, so it has brand new carpet. Back to these seats, so everything is factory. We even left the PMD logo emblems on it that were back in the day. We didn't, that's nothing aftermarket stuff that was put on it. One other nice feature is we put a trunk release handle here, almost like the series if you really look into it. I don't know if it's in the same location, but it's nice. You just pull it to open the glass. And one thing that's nice about that, you obviously can't open the trunk with a key in the back because you have the rear taillight blackout. So that's so convenient to just pull that. Another unique thing, guys, is has the non-defrost glass for the back window. Very similar to the series. So that's been changed out. And then moving in the back here as well is our 80s, I call it my 80s midlife crisis shrine with all the 80s toys. Some things I've collected over the years, which is great for shows. People just love it. Kids love it. It puts people in tears. It's just nice. And then the side panel here is where the oil slick container and pump is set along with the tire for the bleach to smoke your tires. It's nice tucked away, hidden away in there. And below the deck, underneath all the 80s toys, there's actually 2 batteries under there and the inverter down below. It's tough to show you now with all these toys. And then you have another battery in this passenger side here. Behind this little vent, there is another battery in here along with an amp for the sound system. And as you probably noticed, the fog machine back here as well. It's a great place for it. You can access it. You can fill it up with the fog fluid. That way it's simple to get to. So that is nice as well. Guys, another great feature that this car has, which I don't know if other guys do it, but this car is really set up for shows and events. We have a power switch in the front of the car, which separates it from another shutoff with a section of batteries. So you're able to run this thing at car shows all day. And in the event you do drain the main battery down in front of the car, you still are able to turn on the back one to start it, to leave it. Never leave you stranded. You have switches that has 2 battery banks. The front runs the front battery, and the switch in the back runs the back batteries. So you'll never be stuck somewhere with a dead battery. The muscle behind this car is the factory 305 high output RICARO edition engine. We also put a 230 amp alternator on it, which is enough to charge all 4 batteries. So it's plenty enough power on this. Also, it has the factory power bulge hood, as you see, and it has the air induction that is operable as well. One other bonus, the cold AC. This is factory cold AC. It is nice. We also put in a 4-core radiator dual fan to keep this baby cool because, as you guys know, they run hot. So this has full tune-up, new water pump, heads have been redone, carburetor's been rebuilt. This thing runs to the T, so it's professionally done, and it runs smooth. Also a high torque starter as well. This baby's ready to rock. One other thing I know it's important to you guys is this has factory 1982 15-inch, yes, 15-inch TurboCast wheels. The factory TurboCast caps, we didn't keep them on those particular wheels because, as you know, you hit a pothole, they'll fall off. So these are Knight Rider World TurboCast caps that are great. They got a great mounting system, so you know you're confident that when you hit a pothole, they're not going to fly off. The factory build sheet, you will notice in the display pictures and probably the videos as well, we found that build sheet underneath the rear seat when we were doing the renovation on this car, which, guys, it will show you every option that came with this car that matches exactly up with what it is, which is the 1984 RICARO Edition Trans Am black and gold stripes factory. Beautiful car. Take a look at that build sheet, guys. It'll tell you every option that this came with. Guys, in summary, this is a true Knight Rider KITT build. This car is rock solid, Undercarriage is solid. She's ready to go. Transmission is rebuilt. Everything is brand new in this car. I could go on all day with the stuff we change. It's been loved. It's cared for. Needs a new home, new owner. You could win every car show, do fundraisers, raise money for good causes. It's all you. It's an everyday driver. It has hot heat, cold AC. Everything's power. It's a beautiful car. It's clean. It's probably been repainted about 5 years ago. It's a beautiful black base clear paint job. It's gorgeous. The car just turns heads. So she's ready to go. It's going to go to a good home. It's turnkey. You do nothing. Go to car shows, show off, relive your 80s dream. Everything comes with it. Full display, red carpet. So you can do, we've done lots of fundraisers and car shows. So she's ready to go. Needs nothing. Tag it home and you will be the talk of the town.
I guess this is goodbye,